Drone, sunrise over the Grand Canyon, snowy aspen slopes, cherry blossoms in DC, Hawaiian beaches, Vermont fall foliage, soft background music builds. Narrator. The United States is more than just one country. It's 1,000 landscapes, 4 seasons, and endless adventures. From snow-draped peaks to sun-kissed beaches, from spring blossoms to autumn colors, each season tells a new story. In this journey, we'll travel coast to coast, exploring the best destinations across America for winter, spring, summer, and fall. Whether you dream of chasing the northern lights, driving through golden aspen forests, or tasting wine in sunlit valleys, your perfect season awaits. When it comes to fall, honestly, no region is more iconic than New England. From late September through mid-October, the landscape just transforms into a masterpiece of color. In Vermont, covered bridges and small towns like Stowe and Woodstock look straight out of a postcard, framed by golden sugar maples. Local farms welcome visitors with hot cider donuts, hayrides, and pumpkin patches. New Hampshire's White Mountains draw hikers and road trippers alike. Drive the Kancamagus Highway, a 34-mile scenic byway where every curve reveals another explosion of fall color. Along the coast of Maine, Acadia National Park combines autumn foliage with rugged ocean views. Hike Cadillac Mountain at sunrise, then reward yourself with a lobster roll in Bar Harbor. New England isn't just about scenery, it's about tradition. Apple picking, harvest festivals, and cozy bed and breakfast inns capture the very spirit of fall. If autumn had a capital, it would be here. Known as America's favorite drive, the Blue Ridge Parkway stretches nearly 500 miles from Virginia to North Carolina, and in October it becomes a ribbon of color winding through mountains. The parkway connects 2 incredible parks, Shenandoah National Park to the north and Great Smoky Mountains National Park to the south. Along the way, scenic overlooks, historic cabins, and hiking trails invite you to slow down and take it all in. Don't miss spots like Mabry Mill, one of the most photographed places on the parkway, or Linville Gorge, known as the Grand Canyon of the East. In autumn, local towns host bluegrass festivals and apple harvests, filling the air with music and the scent of cider. Whether you drive the full stretch or just a section, the Blue Ridge Parkway is an unforgettable fall road trip. On the opposite coast, California's wine country offers its own spectacular version of fall. In Napa and Sonoma Valleys, autumn isn't just about changing leaves, it's about the grape harvest. From September to October, vineyards bustle with activity as workers hand-pick clusters of grapes destined to become world-class wines. Visitors can join in the celebration at harvest festivals where grape stomping, live music, and wine-pairing dinners are part of the season's charm. The scenery is just as intoxicating, rows of vines turning from green to deep red and gold, framed by rolling hills. Drive the Silverado Trail or take a hot air balloon ride at sunrise for a view unlike any other. Wine lovers will, of course, find endless tastings, but even non-drinkers can enjoy farm-to-table dining, olive oil sampling, and spa retreats. Autumn here is indulgence wrapped in beauty. If you love Halloween, there's no better place to be in October than Salem, Massachusetts. This historic town is forever tied to the infamous Salem witch trials of 1692, when fear and superstition led to tragic events. Today, Salem embraces its spooky reputation with pride. All October long, the town transforms into a Halloween carnival. Haunted houses, ghost tours, psychic readings, and costume parades fill the streets. The Salem Witch Museum gives context to the trials, while local shops sell everything from spell books to handcrafted candles. Beyond the supernatural, Salem is a charming New England coastal town. Wander Derby Wharf to see historic tall ships, or enjoy clam chowder in a harborfront tavern. In Salem, history and Halloween collide, creating an atmosphere that's festive, eerie, and unforgettable. The Great Smoky Mountains aren't just a spring or summer destination. They're honestly one of the best fall foliage spots in America. In late October, those rolling ridges turn this amazing mix of crimson and gold, giving you views that just go on and on, as far as the eye can see. You can take the drive along Newfound Gap Road, which climbs all the way from Gatlinburg into these high mountain passes, or maybe explore Cades Cove, where old historic cabins sit among fields that are often dotted with deer and turkeys. Fall also brings some pretty wild wildlife spectacles. Bull elk get into these dramatic rutting displays, and their bugles just echo across the valleys. Meanwhile, black bears are busy getting ready for hibernation, and you'll often spot them feasting on acorns and berries. For hikers, trails like Alum Cave or Klingman's Dome give you jaw-dropping views of ridges fading into that classic autumn haze. The Smokies in fall are really nature's version of a fireworks show, quiet, majestic, and honestly just awe-inspiring. For a totally different kind of fall color, you'll want to head southwest to Taos, New Mexico. Here, instead of maples and oaks, you're going to find golden cottonwood trees just glowing along the Rio Grande Gorge, and aspens shimmering up in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Taos is this fascinating blend of Native American, Spanish, and artistic influences. You can visit the Taos Pueblo, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's been inhabited for over 1,000 years. Wander through adobe streets filled with art galleries or check out harvest festivals that celebrate local food and music. And not too far away in Albuquerque, the International Balloon Fiesta fills those October skies with hundreds of colorful hot air balloons. It's really a magical sight, whether you're watching from the ground or up in the air. Taos just offers this amazing mix of culture, landscape, and history, making it honestly one of the most unique fall getaways in the US. Our final fall stop takes us back to the Rockies. This time we're in Colorado. While New England shines with all those reds and oranges, Colorado's fall is just painted in brilliant gold. That's all thanks to the aspen tree, which turns entire mountainsides into these glowing seas of yellow. Scenic drives like the Million-Dollar Highway between Ouray and Silverton give you jaw-dropping views of golden forests framed by rugged peaks. Mountain towns like Aspen, Telluride, and Crested Butte really come alive with fall festivals, live music, and harvest markets. Hiking trails become these magical corridors of light, with golden leaves just shimmering above you. For photographers, sunrise and sunset turn the whole landscape into a golden wonderland. Fall in the Rockies is short but spectacular, usually peaking in late September. If you catch it at just the right time, it honestly feels like walking through pure sunlight. Our winter journey begins in Aspen, Colorado, synonymous with luxury skiing and mountain adventure. Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Aspen is home to 4 major ski resorts: Aspen Mountain, Snowmass, Aspen Highlands, and Buttermilk. Together, they provide over 5,000 acres of pristine slopes, catering to both seasoned skiers and families just starting out. But Aspen isn't just about the slopes. After a day in the snow, the town itself comes alive. Stroll through boutique-lined streets filled with art galleries, high-end shops, and cozy cafes. The après-ski culture here is legendary. Think roaring fireplaces, live music, and cocktails that warm you inside and out. If you're visiting in late January, you might catch the Winter X Games, where the world's top snowboarders and freestyle skiers put on jaw-dropping performances. And for food lovers, Aspen delivers. Try local game dishes like elk chili, or indulge in gourmet dining at restaurants where chefs use fresh Rocky Mountain ingredients. For a quieter experience, hop on a snowshoe trail around Maroon Bells. The Twin Peaks blanketed in snow are among the most photographed spots in America. Whether you're carving down world-class runs or simply soaking in mountain serenity, Aspen embodies the magic of a Colorado winter. Next, we head west to Lake Tahoe, straddling the border of California and Nevada. Imagine a lake so clear that the snowy peaks surrounding it are reflected like a painting. In winter, Tahoe transforms into a playground for outdoor lovers. The region boasts over a dozen ski resorts, including Heavenly North Star and Squaw Valley, famous for hosting the 1960 Winter Olympics. Ski down groomed runs in the morning, then in the afternoon relax on a lake cruise where you'll see snow meeting shimmering blue water. On the Nevada side, the fun continues after dark with casinos, live shows, and bustling nightlife. Meanwhile, California's side offers rustic lodges and family-friendly resorts. For those who don't ski, Lake Tahoe offers snowshoeing, sledding, and some of the best winter photography in the country. For those craving something truly unique, Yellowstone National Park in winter offers a raw, almost otherworldly experience. While summer brings crowds, winter strips Yellowstone back to its primal beauty. Picture yourself riding a snow coach through snow-covered valleys, passing steaming geysers erupting against icy backdrops. Wildlife is easier to spot this time of year. Bison plow through deep snow with their massive heads. Elk gather in herds, and if you're lucky, you might glimpse a wolf hunting along the Lamar Valley. Popular spots like Old Faithful and Mammoth Hot Springs look completely different under a blanket of snow. The contrasts of fire and ice, boiling geysers and freezing air, make for surreal photographs. Winter access is limited, which means fewer people and more peace. Bundle up and take a guided tour, or strap on snowshoes to explore trails that feel almost untouched by humans. If you want to feel like you've stepped into a nature documentary, Yellowstone in winter is as wild and wondrous as it gets. Not all winter destinations are about wilderness. For many, New York City in December is the definition of holiday magic. The city transforms into a twinkling wonderland, with streets lined with festive lights and holiday markets bustling with shoppers. At Rockefeller Center, the world-famous Christmas tree towers above the skating rink, while Central Park offers carriage rides through snowy landscapes. Window displays on Fifth Avenue become works of art, with department stores competing to outshine one another. Broadway shows bring warmth on chilly nights, while neighborhoods like Dyker Heights in Brooklyn are famous for extravagant Christmas light displays. Don't miss the chance to sip hot chocolate at Bryant Park's Winter Village, where you can shop at dozens of pop-up stalls. And of course, New Year's Eve in Times Square is legendary. Millions gather to watch the ball drop and welcome the year with confetti, music, and fireworks. New York in winter may be cold, but the spirit is absolutely glowing. Of course, not everyone wants snow in winter. For sunseekers, Miami, Florida is the ultimate escape. While the rest of the country shivers, Miami basks in temperatures around 75 degrees. South Beach buzzes with energy, morning joggers, daytime sunbathers, and nightlife that carries on until dawn. The Art Deco Historic District adds splashes of pastel color, while Cuban culture infuses the city with flavor. Visit Little Havana to try authentic Cuban coffee, empanadas, and hear live salsa music spilling into the streets. Winter also brings major events like Art Basel Miami Beach, one of the world's top art festivals, and the Miami International Boat Show. Beyond the beaches, Miami is the gateway to the Everglades, where you can take airboat tours past alligators and exotic birds. It's a city where winter means sunglasses instead of snow boots. For a once-in-a-lifetime experience, travel north to Fairbanks, Alaska. This frontier city sits under some of the clearest skies in the world for viewing the northern lights. Imagine looking up on a crisp winter night and watching green, pink, and purple ribbons of light swirl across the horizon. During the day, explore ice sculpture championships, soak in hot springs surrounded by snow, or try dog sledding, a thrilling nod to Alaska's traditions. Fairbanks is also a cultural hub, with museums highlighting native Alaskan heritage and the history of Arctic exploration. While temperatures dip far below freezing, the sheer beauty of the aurora borealis makes the chill worth it. For travelers seeking wonder, Fairbanks is unforgettable. Our final winter destination is Park City, Utah, a place where small-town charm meets big-time adventure. Home to the largest ski resort in the United States, Park City Mountain, it offers endless slopes for every skill level. In January, the town hosts the Sundance Film Festival, where filmmakers and celebrities gather to premiere independent films. The event transforms Park City into a cultural hotspot, with red carpets rolling down snowy streets. Beyond skiing, Main Street is lined with historic buildings, boutique shops, and award-winning restaurants. Grab a hot chocolate, step into a cozy bookstore, or simply watch snowflakes fall from a balcony overlooking the mountains. Whether you're here for powder or film premieres, Park City delivers the quintessential winter getaway. Spring in America officially blooms in Washington, D.C., home to the world-famous Cherry Blossom Festival. Each year, from late March to early April, thousands of cherry trees burst into pink clouds around the Tidal Basin and Jefferson Memorial. The tradition dates back to 1912, when Japan gifted over 3,000 trees to the United States as a gesture of friendship. Today, the festival celebrates both cultures, with parades, concerts, kite flying on the National Mall, and evening lantern walks. But blossoms aren't the only draw. Spring weather makes it the perfect time to explore DC's monuments. The Lincoln Memorial, Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, and the White House lawn. Museums like the Smithsonian offer free entry, making this a great budget-friendly trip. Pro tip: arrive early in the morning when the crowds are thin and the sunlight turns the petals into glowing shades of pink. Few experiences capture the beauty of spring like Washington in bloom. Drive just outside of Austin or San Antonio and you'll find yourself in the Texas Hill Country, where every spring, the landscape transforms into a sea of wildflowers. The star of the show is the bluebonnet, Texas's state flower, which carpets meadows and highways in brilliant shades of blue. Take a scenic drive along Highway 281 or 290, and you'll pass fields that look like painted canvases. The town of Fredericksburg adds charm with German heritage, historic buildings, and over 50 wineries producing award-winning reds and whites. Outdoor lovers can hike Enchanted Rock, a giant pink granite dome that glows in the evening sun. Families will enjoy wildflower farms, peach orchards, and roadside fruit stands. And don't forget the food. Barbecue smokehouses and Tex-Mex diners line small town streets, giving you a true taste of Texas hospitality. In spring, the Hill Country is a living postcard. The Great Smoky Mountains are known as the Wildflower National Park, and for good reason. More than 1,500 species bloom here every spring. Hike trails like Porter's Creek or Andrews Bald, and you'll find carpets of trillium, violets, and orchids, all framed by soft mountain mist. This is also a fantastic time to visit Cades Cove, a historic valley where you can bike or drive past log cabins, pioneer churches, and fields dotted with deer and black bears. With cooler temperatures and lighter crowds than summer, spring is one of the best seasons to enjoy the park. Don't miss Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge at the park's edge. They combine southern charm with mountain attractions like the Skylift Park and Dollywood Theme Park. For nature and nostalgia blended together, the Smokies in spring are unforgettable. In San Francisco, spring offers mild weather and clearer skies before summer fog rolls in. Explore Golden Gate Park, where the Japanese tea garden comes alive with cherry blossoms and koi ponds. Ride a cable car through hilly streets, take in the view from Coit Tower, or walk along the waterfront at Fisherman's Wharf. Alcatraz Island is best visited this time of year, when gardens maintained by former prisoners and guards are in bloom. Foodies will love the ferry-building marketplace, filled with artisanal cheese-fresh seafood and farm-to-table dining. And for photographers, head across the bay to Sausalito or Marin Headlands, where the Golden Gate Bridge is framed by green hills and spring flowers. San Francisco in spring is both vibrant and serene. A few hours south lies San Diego, blessed with near-perfect weather year-round but especially inviting in spring. The beaches at La Jolla and Coronado are less crowded, making it easy to soak up the sun or watch surfers ride gentle waves. Spring also marks the whale watching season as gray whales migrate past the coast. Families can explore the world-famous San Diego Zoo, while couples might wander through the lush gardens of Balboa Park. Hidden gem the Carlsbad flower fields just north of San Diego, where 50 acres of ranunculus flowers create a rainbow of color across rolling hills. Pair that with fresh seafood tacos by the water, and you've got the perfect spring escape. Few cities capture spring charm like Charleston, South Carolina. Stroll down cobblestone streets shaded by blooming magnolias, past colorful row houses known as Rainbow Row. Historic plantations like Magnolia Plantation and Gardens showcase centuries-old oak trees draped in Spanish moss, their branches heavy with blossoms. In May, the city hosts the Spoleto Festival USA, a 2-week celebration of opera, theater, and dance that draws performers from around the world. And of course, Charleston's cuisine is as rich as its history. Shrimp and grits, she-crab soup, and low-country boils highlight the local menus. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or simply in search of beauty, Charleston in spring is a feast for the senses. Spring is when Portland, Oregon fully earns its nickname, the City of Roses. The International Rose Test Garden begins blooming in May, filling the air with fragrance. Cherry blossoms line Tom McCall Waterfront Park, where locals jog and cycle along the Willamette River. Just outside the city, the Columbia River Gorge waterfalls swell with spring rain, making Multnomah Falls more powerful than ever. Portland's food scene thrives this season. Food trucks serve global cuisine, while microbreweries pour some of the best craft beer in America. For a quirky touch, visit Powell's City of Books, the world's largest independent bookstore. With mountains, rivers, flowers, and food, Portland offers a well-rounded spring adventure. When it comes to summer in the United States, few places compare to the Hawaiian Islands. Each island feels like its own world, offering a blend of adventure, relaxation, and culture. On Oahu, you'll find the iconic Waikiki Beach, where surfers carve waves under the shadow of Diamond Head Crater. Honolulu mixes urban energy with Hawaiian tradition. Visit Pearl Harbor to honor history, or explore street markets filled with fresh poke bowls and shaved ice. Maui is famous for the Road to Hana, a 64-mile drive with over 600 curves, dozens of waterfalls, and lush rainforests. End your journey by watching the sunrise from the summit of Halakala Volcano, an experience that feels almost spiritual. Kauai, the Garden Isle, offers a slower pace. Hike the Napali Coast Cliffs, kayak the Walua River, or relax in hidden beaches tucked beneath emerald valleys. And the Big Island is a land of contrasts. Here you can walk on black sand beaches, witness lava flows at Volcanoes National Park, and stargaze from Mauna Kea, one of the best astronomical observatories in the world. Hawaii isn't just about scenery, it's about culture. Experience a traditional luau, learn hula dancing, and listen to stories passed down for generations. In summer, when the islands are alive with festivals and warm trade winds, Hawaii feels like paradise itself. Summer. It's the peak season for America's first national park, Yellowstone. This is when the park fully opens up with roads cleared of snow and wildlife just roaming freely. You can watch Old Faithful erupt, hike to the Grand Prismatic Spring with its rainbow-colored waters, or maybe paddle on Yellowstone Lake surrounded by mountains. But just south lies another gem, Grand Teton National Park. The Teton Range rises dramatically from flat valleys, creating some of the most photogenic landscapes in the country. Summer brings endless opportunities for hiking, kayaking on Jenny Lake, or spotting moose in willow marshes. Base yourself in Jackson Hole, a western town filled with cowboy bars, art galleries, and even summer rodeos. Don't miss the Jackson Town Square, where wooden archways made from elk antlers frame the streets. Together, Yellowstone and the Tetons offer a summer adventure where geothermal wonders meet mountain majesty. Summer transforms Chicago into one of America's most vibrant cities. The lakefront comes alive with beachgoers, bikers, and boaters enjoying the vast blue expanse of Lake Michigan. Start at Millennium Park, where the reflective Cloudgate sculpture, better known as the Bean, draws visitors from around the world. Stroll down the Chicago Riverwalk for dining with skyline views, or head to Navy Pier for carnival rides, fireworks, and boat cruises. Summer is also festival season. The Taste of Chicago brings food vendors from across the city, serving everything from deep dish pizza to gourmet fusion dishes. Meanwhile, Lollapalooza fills Grant Park with music fans, and smaller jazz and blues festivals celebrate the city's rich cultural heritage. Hidden Gem take an architecture boat tour on the Chicago River. It's one of the best ways to learn how the city rebuilt itself after the Great Fire of 1871 into a hub of innovation. And of course, Chicagoans are fiercely proud of their food. Grab a Chicago-style hot dog, no ketchup, or an Italian beef sandwich. Summer in Chicago is loud, lively, and full of energy. Stretching along North Carolina's coast, the Outer Banks are a chain of barrier islands that feel worlds away from the mainland. Summer here means miles of sandy beaches, quiet coastal towns, and a slower pace of life. Families flock to the Outer Banks to rent beach houses, perfect for long, lazy weeks by the ocean. The islands are dotted with historic lighthouses including Cape Hatteras, the tallest in the United States. Adventure seekers can try hang gliding at Jockey's Ridge State Park, where massive sand dunes mimic a desert landscape. History buffs will love visiting Kill Devil Hills, where the Wright brothers achieved the first powered flight in 1903. Perhaps the most magical sight is the wild horses of Corolla, descendants of Spanish Mustangs brought centuries ago. Today they still roam free along the beaches, a living connection to the past. The Outer Banks are about simplicity. Fresh seafood boils, beach bonfires, and sunsets over the Sound. It's summer relaxation, Carolina style. Few summer destinations are as epic as Alaska, known as the last frontier. Alaska offers landscapes so vast they really defy imagination. In summer, The days just stretch endlessly, up to 20 hours of daylight in some regions. This is prime time for cruises through Glacier Bay where massive ice walls crash into the sea. Wildlife spotting here is unmatched. Humpback whales breach near Juneau, bald eagles soar above Sitka, and brown bears fish for salmon in Katmai National Park. On land, Denali National Park beckons. Towering over it all is Denali, the tallest peak in North America at 20,310 feet. You can hike alpine meadows, take a scenic flight around the summit, or ride a bus deep into the wilderness to see caribou and grizzlies. For culture, visit towns like Ketchikan, rich in native Alaskan heritage, where colorful totem poles tell ancient stories. Alaska is a destination that humbles you with its raw power and beauty. In summer, when nature is at its most alive, it's nothing short of breathtaking. No list of summer destinations is complete without the Grand Canyon. Carved by the Colorado River over millions of years, this natural wonder stretches 277 miles long and up to 18 miles wide. Summer visitors can hike along Bright Angel Trail, descend into the canyon itself, or take a helicopter ride for panoramic views. For a truly adventurous experience, raft the Colorado River, navigating thrilling rapids while sheer cliffs rise above you. While the South Rim is the most visited, the North Rim offers fewer crowds and cooler temperatures. Hidden gem Havasu Falls, a remote turquoise waterfall deep within Havasupai tribal lands. Permits are limited, but those who make the journey call it one of the most beautiful spots in America. At sunset, the canyon glows in shades of orange, purple, and gold, a sight that stays with you long after you've left. Our final summer stop is Seattle, the gateway to the Pacific Northwest. In summer, the sky's clear, the rain slows, and the city just shines. Pike Place Market is a must, where fishmongers throw salmon through the air and stalls overflow with fresh flowers and local produce. Grab a coffee at the original Starbucks before heading to the Space Needle, where sweeping views include Puget Sound and distant Mount Rainier. Summer is also prime whale watching season. Boats depart daily to the San Juan Islands, where orcas breach in sparkling waters. Just outside the city, Olympic National Park offers everything from glaciated peaks to rainforest trails, while Mount Rainier National Park dazzles with wildflower meadows at its base. Seattle's food scene is world-class, especially in summer when seafood is at its freshest. Savor Dungeness crab, Pacific oysters, or salmon caught that very morning. With mountains, forests, and ocean all within reach, Seattle is an adventurer's dream summer base. From snowy slopes in winter to colorful valleys in autumn, from cherry blossoms to endless summer days, the United States is a land where every season brings new adventures. Whether you're planning a cozy winter getaway, a spring road trip, a summer escape, or a fall foliage tour, there's a destination waiting for you. Thanks for joining this seasonal journey across America. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow travelers. And tell us in the comments, which season is your favorite for exploring the US? Wherever you go, whatever the season, the journey is just beginning.